It's a fishing tool. There's the vape. Still using it. Trying to. Just going to roll myself a ciggy. You don't mind, do you? Washing up's in the dishwasher. Just showing you. Not going to show you my bank account, though, because that would be very fucking stupid, wouldn't it? Yeah, because there's a lot of scammers out there. So, don't need to prove that. We've got the government spying in on it. I've only got one bank account anyway, so let them abuse the Investigatory Powers Act. Yeah, Rizzlers, tobacco, nothing else in there. Had a little bit of Keith yesterday. Left it in there for only a one skin's worth. Left it in the metal grinder for when I really needed to have one. Just for that tiny bit of relief while I'm enduring all this torture and everything else that's going on, which I'm just going to get into. I've been watching closely over the last week, wondering why my life still hasn't sorted itself out, and, you know, the same old bullshit's been going on. Yeah. It's like a trauma loop that I'm being forced to be kept in with, to be kept in. Let me correct my grammar there a little bit. It's called sleep deprivation tactics. It's a torture technique. Yeah. So I'm just rolling a cigarette. A king size one, because we all go the same way home, and I ain't afraid of death, because it's only the outer body that dies. So yeah, I'm not really worried. They can try and do whatever they want to try and do for the information that they're trying to get, which doesn't really matter, does it? Because do you honestly think the creator's going to tell me what they're after? No, of course he ain't. Right? It's only for their own survival, right? Because they need our intelligence, because they're inbreds. So they need hybrids, intelligence, to do what? For them to survive, as the old system. Right? Now bear with me on this, because I'm going to throw out a little joke. You know, about old Tyrannosaurus Rex. You know how the Latin word goes, don't you? You know, it's part of the spell, isn't it? From them lot. So let's just live in peace while taking the piss out of them. Right? So the creator gave old Rex short arms so he couldn't suck on the eggs of the young like a wanker. Yeah, it also cured that problem, apparently. Really frustrated old Tyrannosaurus Rex. Had to get old horsey face to suck his winky for him because he couldn't wash it himself. Do you know what I'm saying now? Anyway, I've been watching as the old crones around here, you know, the old worker drones, the loyal worker drones, have all been conspiring with each other. I rode up on a couple of them yesterday. The guy that's been trying to start the fight with me to repeat the imprisonment exercise. Right. Complaining about the mobility scooter because he's got to buy a car licence and he can have his car taken away from him if he does anything wrong driving his car. Because that's what the licence is. You have to beg the state to take ownership of something, don't you? The same as you do with a birth certificate, which I didn't consent to. Do you see what I mean? So, yeah, I legally and lawfully bought a scooter from the Chinese through Amazon, bypassing the whole system. The police don't like it, so they're trying to manipulate the law and get more powers to change the laws to put paid to that idea. Because, no, you must be in pain, you must suffer. We want you to do that, walk like this, do that, do this, eat shit, fart, sleep, fuck when we want you to. You know, it's a bit like, you watching that cat walking past the window on the opposite side of the road, are you? Look at her just staring at it. As if to say, yeah, you wouldn't do that if you was walking across this windowsill. Look at her. See the flick of the tail. Anyway, yeah, I'm struggling doing my normal housework at the moment. Hulkster's in the crate being told off at the moment, in a kind way, because I got up this morning. We had a bit of gin work going on inside the property last night with flies that were just appearing and coming through the window panes. Work that one out. Right, 1 minute there's none, next minute there's 3 in here. I thought, right, okay, I'll have a little bit of sport with them, with the old tennis racket. I'm better than football, you know, because that's gladiatorial Caesar's game, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was amusing myself, doing my bird in my own property. It's all the same bird line, isn't it, if you see what I'm saying in a rhyming slang sort of way. Right, same as you do your time in a cell. Yeah, they don't need to take me from this room and put me in another room, do they? Because they've already found out how that fucking went. And they don't really want to do that again or take the risk of doing it again. Right, quite rightly so. Because I was only being held against my father's will anyway. Wasn't being held against my will. I was being held against my father's will. While someone, you know, who comes from a family of civil servants was, you know, using her connections to manipulate the paperwork and follow the paper trail to get access to what she didn't get. So I told the truth on it and I was sent to prison for that, you know, because you must do what you're told. And I was even told by that filth, and I'm saying that about my own family member, I'm saying that filth tried doing that to get to my father. I was told I had a blood disease. No, I didn't have a blood disease. That was only to make sure that I couldn't give any of my organs or help my father to prolong his life. That's exactly why that was done. And every time I mentioned to the person about it, well, I don't even think I got it, to be quite honest with you. I think I was told that because of the power cuts I caused in prison, so I'd worry about that. So, yeah, that's the truth on that matter. So, well, you know, that sort of thing, that'd stop you breeding and keep you alone, wouldn't it? And that would also prevent you from assisting your father, wouldn't it? All right, so that's why it was done. All to get access to his life's achievement and steal it from him by hitting his family. What an evil piece of work that is. So, yeah, I've turned my back completely on that person's religion and everything associated with it, including all the processions and the support of the, the Roman way of thinking. And everything else connected to that, because, we're an overtaxed population that's being told to do this, do that. And all tributes go back through their administration, which is the crown through its processions, all the way back to the Vatican. Who then has to pay for all the administrators to create a new world order, does it not? Oh, now he's getting on really dangerous territory. We've got to shut him up now. Oh, take your best fucking shot then. It ain't gonna work. Otherwise the creator would have let me die, wouldn't he, in that courtroom? When I gave over my soul to him for safekeeping. I didn't go through the middleman that their religion dictates, because it's all about human torture, isn't it? And they want you to have that in your mind, because that is what your fate will be if you ever go against what they've set up to control everyone. You been a happy free boy this morning, Marnie Moo? Good man. Good man. Are you a man in a dog's body, are you? Are ya? Same soul, different package, eh? Hulkster, you're staying in there for a minute, mate. Just for pissing up the curtains that I moved, so they wouldn't be laying in piss. So you didn't get your treat this morning, did you? You got dragged in the hallway by your collar, and you had your nose put on the curtain, didn't you? Which I've either now got to wash, or which is hard to dry and creates more condensation inside the property, doesn't it? And then if you open the windows in this very unseasonable weather, the blue bottles fly in from outside because they're not dead yet. Because they're looking for a nice warm place for the winter to live, aren't they? Like dirty little gin. Now you get the use of that word that I'm saying, because they're just, egg layers. Like old Rex. right? An old fish head man in his fish head costume is really worshipping his own penis, isn't he? Like the prick that he is in a dress. So, no, it's not panto season, really, is it? Because we're all laughing at the real life system now. Yeah, anyway, I rode up on people of said religion yesterday. You know, and I couldn't ride on the pavement because they were standing gossiping on the pavement. The one out the back and the one opposite. Don't forget, I'd already caught last week the other one, the other side of Mr. Murphy, running over to his house and then running back again. And I see her go off in her car and report in wherever she reports in, and blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. Yeah, it's truthful, it's real, that's what's been going on. And I'm fucking fuming about it all. Right? Because I can prove it all now. That's how they've been doing it. That's how they all set me up. They used the sacrificial person next door while he was grieving to cause the fight. Right? Which is why I'm living in peace with Mr. Murphy, trying to make amends with the poor old man. You know what I mean? And not giving him any more problems. While they're all running around panicking now, thinking like, oh shit, we're in trouble now. He's going to expose it all, and we're going to be the ones that all end up in trouble for it. Yeah, that's about the size of it, but it ain't going to be me doing the punishing, is it? Nope. It'll be from above. It'll be from above. Saves rolling up 2 or 3, you know, normal size roll-ups, doesn't it? While I more or less chain smoke at the moment because I'm so fucking angry about it all. Because, like I said, now I can prove it all. And the police know that as well. Even the corrupt police that helped them all. That's why they was parked outside his house. You know, do you want us to do this? It's like, well, I've already told you, leave the man alone. He's at the end of his life. Why would I want to put him in prison? It's not going to solve anything, is it? Right? So they can't take action unless they take action themselves. And I've already said, don't worry about it. I told you they can't do nothing unless I say so. We've learned from it. Let the others that manipulate the whole thing, let them run around panicking, trying to recreate the whole thing, which is exactly what they're doing. So, yeah, anyway, I had to go and get a few supplies yesterday. So I went up the post office, got distracted up there with the Christmas bullshit. Nearly got tricked into double tapping my code into the machine that decided it was going to act up while I was in a triggered SLI state. I said, no, why do I need to put the same code in again? Right, I'm not doing that. There you go. There's the person walking past just as I talk about it all. Right. Just to distract me. I've I've already had police sirens this morning while I was talking to a neighbour about what I'd spotted yesterday. He went, really? I said, yeah. And then we was talking, just being sociable, and the siren started. He said, I said, yeah, weird that, isn't it? I said, it's like two old sailors talking and hearing the sirens on the rocks acting up. I said, but you can recreate a sound, can't you? And project it. You know what I mean? I learnt that from the Book of June. So, you know, that'd be the same as me having a flashing blue and red light on me mobility scooter to freak people out if they're, you know, trying to run me off the road if I have to go on the road. Yeah. Oh, shit. Red and blue lights. Just to make them hesitate so I can get out of the way. Right. Yeah, as I went past yesterday, I'd already had that up at the post office, so my next stop was go straight to the bank. So I went straight to the Halifax. Said, look, I've only come in here, I need to talk to someone about this. I've been having mail intercepted. The postman's van was actually sitting in the pub yesterday. Right. I rode past it when I went the long way round from the post office back to this property. So I saw his van sitting there. He weren't delivering in that area. Otherwise I would have drove past him, wouldn't I? So anyway, going back to no, I'm going to carry on with that. Excuse me, I've got to focus on this, so I'm telling the truth, yeah. As I've gone back to the property, see the improvements that have been made in the tree planting in the park, and I thought, well, that's cool. Gives the dog something to pee up and water, doesn't it, to help them grow. Saves them pissing up the lampposts and corroding all the metal, doesn't it, outside people's homes. So, you know, people don't have to keep walking past like Orangemen protesting about things they don't like or see on videos, you know, about their little picture postcard dogs because they're scared of a farmyard breed of dogs, right, which is what these dogs are here, and they're all rescue dogs. So I could have got the dog that I wanted, which I wanted a South African Mastiff, because I was going to breed them. Because I don't have finances in life to have the nice things. And, you know, if I do have the nice things, then we all face the same problem. Those are then threatened by the said system to take them away from you, which is just stealing your benefits, isn't it? If you've bought them from benefits or nature's helped you to get those items, you know, it's the same as getting a fine for personal possession or something, isn't it? It's just another form of taxation, and then you're tied through probation, through terms and conditions, which is you signing a contract, isn't it? So that becomes your terms and conditions of your licence, right? So if you have been asked not to continue what you was doing back in the 90s and you've stuck to that, and they know that, and they want to change the contract, and I'm saying, well, don't need to, do you? All it needs for it to be on the NHS is a stroke of a pen, isn't it? Simple as that, by the person that's the chief administrator in this country for the Vatican, which is the Crown. So it only takes a stroke of the pen, right? And that's the truth of the matter. Otherwise, tributes don't go to Rome, do they? Just people stop paying the fucking taxes, right? And then the Pope starts getting a hissy fit in his dress and starts getting on his case. And they all have a little chinwag down at Notre Dame Cathedral about it all and think, how the hell are we going to sort all this out? The people are getting restless. They're of the native breeds that we've subjugated, and they've wised up to everything, and they're rising up now. How the hell are we going to... Right, we've got to do this. We've got to distract them with a war and feed off their energy and souls again, or and get caught doing it, or we're going to lose. And that's basically what's going on across the globe. Yeah, I rode up on those two old crones. I'm not even going to call them by their names now, because they're just crones. They're worker drones, loyal to the old system. Right? So I'm going to call them what they are. Crones. Cronies. All conspiring together to keep it going. So they don't have to be scared by the future that they can't control. So they've not been guiding the children right, and the children now don't know whether they're Arthur or Martha. And yes, I can say that because I'm speaking the truth. So saying, yeah, if you want to go and dress up in mummy's clothes, you go and dress up in mummy's clothes. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, yeah, you want to play with it? Why is your mum buying you an Action Man dolly, boy? Because it's her dolly, and she doesn't want father teaching the boy how to be a man? Is that it? Really? Oh. So they drip poison in your ears over the years to try and turn you against your father. And each time you have your mood changed by said mother, it then gets felt by the father, doesn't it? Because that's part of his blood they're cursing. Without realising it, they're cursing themselves. Because the child then grows up to hate the mother once it works out the truth. Right, so there you go. I was given a choice by my father. Mum up here or mum down there. No, well, I've seen the love. Mum up here. You made the right choice, Dad. I don't have a problem with you or your lovely wife or my family up here at all in any way, shape or form. I'm not interested in the money or anything else that, you've worked hard for to provide for your family over the years. I'm not interested in that. I just wanted to love the father that I missed. It's not your fault that it didn't work out. And that's my honest opinion on my father. So I supported that right until the end. Yeah. I'm going to speak honestly now, and I hope my family forgive me for saying this. Obviously, everyone protects their piece of the pie fiercely. I'm simply not interested in that. Simply not interested in that. It all had the same bitch's face on it. That bitch is now dead. My father lived long enough to see that after they tortured me. But I'm living in peace with Sandringham neighbours, and that's why I'm living in peace with them. And they are aware of the truth. I actually gave them closure. But it didn't come from me, did it? It wasn't me that was responsible for that. I was just a vessel of, my prayers were answered. And that is the truth of the matter. So, I'm just serving my time the same as everybody else here. I make no apologies for any mistakes I've made in life, because I've, been trying to kill myself all the way through my life. And I had to learn to forgive myself to move on. So I asked for that forgiveness, and then I got on with my life. But I didn't use the J word, because therein lies the distraction. You're worshipping a human. So I say this with the greatest of respects. Wake up, people. Wake the fuck up. Right? If you're a caveman living in prehistoric times and you got a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex running around fucking eating everyone and feeding off everyone, then you've got to fucking destroy it, haven't you? Right? And if something comes down and alters that to help you survive against that, then there's evolution for you, isn't it? So I'm now watching about a plasma blob that's on its way to Earth, like a Carrington event, which could kill the grid and take away their power. It is solar maximum, isn't it? So anything's possible. Like I said, once that decree comes down, it's all over anyway. So in the meantime, I'm projecting love to the animals in my care and the humans under my care, which is my family. And all these silly nonsense games that's going on outside is literally that. It's nonsense games. Or should I say nonce CE games. So, yeah, I was whooping yesterday as I went past, as I had to safely manoeuvre on the road to ride up on the pavement and then ride up the alleyway beside the park, that straight path, and then go and do my shopping away from this village, because I did say it be their loss, right? Distract me with all your Christmas bullshit and your fucking womanly ways, just so I couldn't keep my word and send my firstborn son his Christmas thing. Sorry, not his Christmas thing, his birthday thing down to him safely, without anyone being accused of fraud or anything stupid, you know? Because it's my ancestors' hard graft money that I'm living off, that was taxed off of them, so they could be part of that system, which I didn't consent to. Yeah. Take control of our children so we can earn money. No, I didn't consent to that. I didn't consent to that abuse and torture, did I? Right? My father's advice to me was live off the land. Yeah, well, I'm living off the land. Not on the ground, am I? I'm laying on the sofa. Right? While the dishwasher's doing its thing, so I can cook some food. I've turned the heating off already. That's been on all night. Just get the old bones warmed up. I don't need it on all day because my body hasn't been damaged by a COVID jab, has it? Oh! Yeah, I've been pinged about the time of year and you know, you could end up in hospital if you catch a cold. Oh, really? Okay, well, I could die from cancer, couldn't I, from smoking, but is it going to kill the soul? Oh, right, so it doesn't matter if I use that then, does it? The vape or the tobacco, it's my personal choice, isn't it? Right. Oh, look, I've just noticed that advert up there. June. Because, like, how dare I watch something that I want to watch? I should be subscribed to Murdoch Media. Because we've changed the story of June and taken words out of the story, the same as, you know, our organisation and setup system has taken words out of the religious books to, you know, hoodwink you all. So no one really knows what the truth is. Yeah, I whooped. And then I got up on the pavement and had a ride down the city. And I thought I'd, you know, just be there. As I rode into the city, I rode beside two policemen that were obviously there in a different kind of uniform to protect the scared herd. Right, so they could do their Christmas shopping for the tributes to get back. I said, don't worry. Right, so they went about their business, stopping the traveller lads fighting with the church folks, kids, and, I had the traveller kids come up to me and, how fast does that go? I said, well, same as all the others. It's a mobility scooter, bruv. Oh, right. Are you a traveller? I said, yeah. I said, you ain't a traveller. I said, yes, I am. I come from Kent. What names? I said, I don't say no names. I said, but I'm a friend of Mr. Rise. He thought about it and he said, you ain't no traveller. I said, let me tell you about the 77 days I spent with Redbeard. Good traveller, man. Done a lot of bird down the old Ville and that in London. He thought about that. The young lad, while the other one was trying to get the keys out the scooter that I just put my hand on. So he's looked at his mate in the traveller way and said, watch out, he's got a knife. I said, there's good lads. And they went off in peace. Right? They knew I weren't fucking about. Didn't matter if they was children or adults. I was there for a reason. In case there was any stupidness and people running around with machetes. Right? And I would have been the distraction that allowed that shot to ring out and watch the harmer of innocence fall to the ground dead. That's why I was there yesterday. So, yeah, whoop whoop. Do you know what the response to that was? Are you taking the piss? Come back here, you cunt. I said, go fuck yourself. And just carried on riding. So if there's any report saying, yeah, I heard him say, go fuck yourself, he's been threatening, he's this, he's that. No, that's them two trying to manipulate the law again for their set-up court case, isn't it? Trying to do the same thing as what they tried to get me and Mr. Murphy doing. Right? That's how I caught them out. So I don't need to talk to the landlords about it because the landlords already know what's going on. That's, they're the ones in charge of moving people into this area, the new blood into the area, and they don't like it. It's not a white village anymore. Look at that fucking black person over there. Look, she's just took 3 fucking wheelie bins. What? So what? She might have been helping the neighbours, mightn't she? What are you judging her for? What are you watching her for? Because I see the old gossip come out the fucking door on the camera. While I had the camera on. Alright, what's she doing? Oh, who's that? Find out what her name is and everything about her when she goes out the post office to get any money out. Yeah, that's what they've been up to. It's fear. Fear of the future. Right. I don't need to have a walk around the house because you already fucking know, don't you? Yeah. I watched a video yesterday. Liked the video. Right. Yeah. You don't need to. My fucked up body, do you? Yeah. I caught a glimpse. Yeah. Great minds think alike, bruv. Right. Right. You want to jump up on the sofa with me, don't you, Marnie? All comes out in the wash, bro. Up you get. That's a good boy. I don't care. I've already laid in the piss and the shit from my other dogs when they was dying after being poisoned. So I don't fear it. All comes out in the wash, doesn't it? Hey, boy, you're a good boy, ain't you? Hulkster, you're just learning. That's all you're in there for. Because every time I give them a treat now, you're thinking like, oh, why ain't he treating me the same now? Well, you got to learn the same as they've got to learn, innit? Right? If you see me struggling to sort out the mess what the girls have made, while they're scent marking trying to protect the property against the fucking dirty gin fucking magic that's been going on, then yeah, why would you when I'm emptying the mop bucket come out and fucking do that? That is just making my life more difficult, isn't it? Right, no, I haven't had any medication yesterday except for that one skin. But I can feel the depression creeping back in, so it's only a matter of time until it's, I'm already discussing with the neighbour, like, well, I don't really want to be here anymore, to be quite honest with you. And I'm not talking about the house. It's like, well, that's my mind telling me, no, I just don't want this no more. I'm not talking about the property. It's like, no, I don't want to have to live like this anymore. I'd rather go back to the creator, thanks. So I'm going to take the medication today because it's starting to spiral again, the depression. I don't want to let my children down because I have family obligations and obligations to my grandchildren as well. But my family are aware of what's going on and how I'm trying to fight it all and that. I do get a little bit of Mickey taking about, you're letting old people do this thing and all that. It's like, you don't get what's actually been going on. You honestly don't get it. They've tried to kill me. They're still trying to torture me. But have I given up? No, I haven't. So, will I be opening a can of whoop ass on them? No, because that's exactly what they want. Oh, he's drunk. Look at him, he's out of control. Arrest him, throw him in jail. No, we're not going to. You lot have driven that man to that. We're not going to allow you to fucking manipulate the law any longer. That's the answer they're going to get back. And if it's not, then it's, their family members helping them, innit? You know, one might be a postman, one might be a policeman, one might be a this, one might be a that. That's how our families used to structure in the old days, wasn't it? Yeah, and then they'd all get together and have a nice time at Christmas. Yeah. As they watch the star rise in the same position it rises every fucking year and has done. Right, it's a star that they're worshipping. He is risen. Well, why are you calling a star he? You see what I mean now? So, yeah, I'm having a laugh. I'm trying to enjoy what I've got left of my life on this earth. And if I'm struggling a little bit, then I'm struggling a little bit. That's my lot in life, isn't it? That's the karma for how I used to live my life. Yeah, I have compassion for and empathy for people that have explained their life story and what's happened to them since. And all I can say on that, after watching a very harrowing story last night from someone that I have a little bit of respect for, not in a way of being a fan or anything like that, but because I have empathy for him as a human being. And yeah, I totally get the advice what I heard yesterday on that story. I totally get it. And that's why I have thanked Bert TV. And I'm not going to be naming the other Bert TV either, because I've got my own opinions in life, and it could harm how they're trying to conclude their own business in life, is the kindest way of saying that, you know. But all the mistreated people who have been brutalised and made to be like that, because that was the set way of doing things, they are now, you know, the karma's all playing out. And I don't want that to sound all Glenn Hoddleish. There's a prime example of that. But that's not a name dropping in a negative way. He was a very good footballer who I used to admire as a child. When he became England manager, they slated him for coming out with things like that, but really he was talking the truth. But because he was saying it in a Caesar's Circus gladiatorial arena, oh no, we can't have that. So they sacked him. Poor man's had a heart attack and everything, hasn't he? You know what I'm saying? Good old Mr. Hoddle. Wonderful skills with the football. Same as Mr. Gascoigne. And the pop stars and rock stars that I interact with, and, you know, even the gangsters that I interact with. All humans. No, I haven't told you off, have I, Hulkster? You just pushed your crate door open because you're free to do that. That's it. Go and get yourself a drink of water. Don't piss in that hallway though, or I'm going to put you back in your crate, ain't I? What's this, a 55-minute video? This is just me in a depressed state before I've taken the medication. I haven't even made any coffee this morning. I've just been out in the garden took me flip-flops off. Well, flip-flops, sliders, whatever you want to fucking call them. They're just covering the soles of the feet. No, that's all. It was nice to put my feet on the cold concrete. I didn't fancy tiptoeing through the dog shit and putting my feet on the grass. But concrete's grounded anyway, isn't it? Still grounds to the earth. Right. Yeah, Willow's already been flicking her fucking slobber up the computer monitor and everything. So, no, you're not coming up here. No. You're being made to focus now. Do you want to get back in that crate or not? Right, then get up there with your lady. Now. Get away from me. I didn't say get up here because you're going to knock the water all over the table, aren't you? Get up there with your lady or get back in your crate. Good boy. That's it. Flick it up the still and everything, you dirty fucking... It's alright, I can wipe it off when I'm ready to. So, I'm going to take a cyclopram. You can hear it in my voice and you can hear it spiralling. So, I'm going to carry on taking my medication. I'm not ready to come off of it yet. It's quite understandable why, isn't it, from what I've been put through. Yeah. Where did I put the medication? Got plenty of tobacco, plenty of vape juice that's unopened. Didn't I take the medication with me? Oh, that was silly, wasn't it? Leaving it at home while they've been invading the home illegally. But there you go, that's a distraction for you, isn't it? Right, it's not in there, so what, I've got to hunt round for the medication now then. Oh, what a palaver, what a little game that is, isn't it? Yeah, watch him scramble around like a fucking apparent junkie, looking for his pills to take. Right? No. That's a form of torture, isn't it? Controlling someone through medication. If you see what I'm pointing out now. Well, there's the zip pocket. Are they in there? Yes, they are. Because I was aware of the pocket dippers in the city yesterday. And that's why they were zipped in the pocket. Right. So there you go. Right. I'm really having a problem with my lower spine at the moment. It's not helping having to sleep on this. But I can't be breathing in the mould and fungus spores. I have heard and taken the advice. I'm a bit dubious about using solicitors though, because again it's giving people access to information, personal information, isn't it? So even on that I'm dubious of. I'm beginning to think, you know, maybe it's better to have my lot in life, and when it's done, it's done. If I stay loyal to my creator, I leave the same way and return to the same place, don't I? Right, let's fold that one up and just keep it all in the same box. Or can I snip the end of that off? So that's one nefapam, one citalopram on an empty stomach. All I've had to eat today is a few dates to disinfect my stomach tract. What, are they starting to get active now and watching, are they, Marnie, while I'm taking my medication for the trauma that they've inflicted on me? How about that? So let's just trim that bit off the medication strip so it fits in the box nice and neatly. What, are they trying to spy in, are they, Marnie? Told you, don't get distracted, because they're playing their silly little witchcraft games on a Sunday. Alright. You've already seen the little Scotty dogs walking past, haven't you? The little pretty cats. Right. You've been saying hello to the dogs, haven't you? Got some nice dogs around here, big dogs as well. Irish wolf and hybrids, stuff like that. And yeah, even that. Yeah, they don't like that much. You know what I mean? Lovely couple though. Yeah, one day they'll be parents and that. Right. I don't covet a nice looking lady at all. It's nothing to do with me. That's the man's wife. Might look tidy, but yeah. Already discussed that with the probation officer I had. You know what I mean? What's that song called? You're fit and don't you know it? Right. You know, some people like letting people look. I even joked about it to the probation officer. I said, yeah. I said, like, you know, you have questions. I said, let me give you an example. I said, like, let's say if someone likes well, look at my sexy as I bend over, then that's her thing, isn't it? What she's really saying is like, but it's my man's sexy little, not yours. So don't look. No. You know what I mean? It's childish. She laughed. I thought, well, there you go. I don't feel the need to walk over the road and give it a slap, do I? Do you know what I mean? Like a bloke. But that's my humour, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'll speak politely to the lady. She's trying to understand well, not understand. I'm using that word incorrectly there. She's trying to have compassion for us both. Well, blokes are being blokes the same as dogs, like other dogs when they're being territorial, is the best way of explaining that. So, like, if I flip the bird at someone for looking in my window, then someone stands beside her and discreetly moves his glasses on his nose with his middle finger. It's like, And I say something out the window, and it's like, oh, well, no, you ain't my father, mate. And tell me what to do. You ain't a policeman. You ain't nothing, mate. You tell me to go indoors. Well, no. You know what to do then, mate, innit? And I'll feed traps indoors. Right? That's how it was. Now it's different. Right? So I'm quite comfortable with that. Obviously, there's probably other, said relatives saying like, oh, well, you can't let him go over that. You should have got this. You should have got that. That's because they want that from you when you die. So they're, throwing hissy fits, trying to manipulate the man, aren't they? And it's just not happening. The man's wise enough to say, I've fucking had enough of this shit. I don't need this. I'm an old man. I don't need you telling me what to do. You're my fucking child. Why are you telling me what to fucking do? You know what I mean? So that's what I've learnt from my father. That's why I never used to tell my father what to do. It's like, okay, there you go. You know what I mean? We did discuss the end. My simple thing was, I said to him, well, if there is anything meant for me, then do something nice for the kids, and there you go. That's it. And I was told by my father, yeah, don't worry. So I didn't worry. Never discussed it, because everybody else keeps asking, wanting to know, including the landlords. Well, did you get any money out of that? Well, what are you fucking asking me a question like that for? You've already got me fucking investing money out of my benefits, which I'm supposed to be living on, in your property, doing your work for you. You know what I mean? While you're still feeding from the benefits trough. You know what I'm saying now? And then you swoop in and buy a company off the council because they've had their budget cut. And that's a finance company. So you swooped in and bought that cheaply off the council out the same benefit system, because that's what they was fucking using to pay for their pension pots after I exposed that they was invested in the tobacco industry for their pension pot, and sending stressy letters out to people to stress people out to get them to smoke more. Right. So, what's that? Psalm 1, isn't it? On a Christian day. Right, one of you dogs has had a tinkle in your way, haven't they? Girls. And you've been out in the garden as well. So you're obviously drinking too much water and can't hold yourself together. Right, which is why you're fat. That's water retention, but you can't keep it in your bladder, right? And as I'm talking, I've just noticed that the curtain has been pulled upstairs now. I used to have a blind up there, so I don't even take any notice if it is up there. You know what I mean? I'm not interested. That's your married home, mate. Shut your fucking curtains, isn't it, if you're walking about or whatever you're doing. I don't need to be looking. No, you're not. You're not going in there. That's the boys' crate, isn't it? Leave it alone. That'd be the same as having the lovely Christina in my cell climbing the walls, wouldn't it? While I'm sorting the laundry bag out. Right? Yeah, I went and left a message for her yesterday to thank her personally. She wasn't on duty when I left. And I'm not a believer in, you've got to put in paperwork to say thank you to someone that's been kind to you. So I went down there yesterday on the way into the city and rode up on a couple of screws who was sort of looking at me and said, so shit, what's happening here? I said, I'm not going to give you my name. I said, I was doing 77 days in here. I just came to see if Officer Christina is on duty, if she is, or if you can pass her a message, please. I didn't get a chance to thank her personally before I left. When she entered my cell while I was sorting out my washing bag, she was climbing the walls. My normal thing would have been to, same as what I did for her when, she was trying to have a cup of tea in peace, and the lads was, I'll make you a cup of coffee, you stress out and stomp off down the hallway and we'll watch the jigglers. You know what I mean? It's just bloke sport, isn't it? But, she was a very nice lady. Alright. Hadn't done anything wrong in her job. So if she's still working there, I left a message to thank her personally, and I'm pretty sure that the fella that I spoke to, while the other female officer that had manoeuvred behind me just to try and subdue me if there was a problem, I said, don't worry, I'm not a suicide bomber or nothing. You know what I mean? You don't have to take that approach. I said, I've only come to pass on a message. Okay. I did 77 days in Cavell Ward, or Cavell Wing. And I felt now was the time to come down and thank the lady for her kindness on the way into the city. So I hope her and her family have a lovely Christmas. I've got no idea if she was married or anything else, but yeah. While I was in there, I made sure she got home safely to her family and that. Yeah, well, people were trying to take the piss with her, because I heard it. I heard her actually say, like, I need to replace my ID badge. I believe that, well, that's not your fault, is it? You know what I mean? That was them looking at your bits to stop you covering what they was trying to look at, which was your badge. Alright, that's not your fault. You was covering your modesty up. Quite rightly so. But it was a distraction. But I did see you wasn't getting intimidated by the big man. Because that was the big man I would have had to go through to get to the Spetsnav guy that was trying to fucking stare me out while I was bouncing in my cell trying to fucking get out there to him. Because he was trying to fucking threaten me because I run his little bitch out the cell. And I'm not talking about the screw, I'm talking about the The Lithuanian cellmate. Call me a bitch, you can't. This is fucking England. You'll get fucking sorted if you call me things like that, mate, in my own fucking country. Alright, okay, you make me go in there with the same man again, and there's going to be murders. It will be a fight to the death, so they got him out of the cell. Right, told the truth on that as well. So, yeah, I made sure that, people in there, if it's discussed with people that are still on that wing, they would say, well, who is this guy then? He wouldn't give his name, he just said 77 days. He was on Cavell wing, blah, 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 blah. So, like, they're going to look up who the person that was serving the 77 days was, and if there's any other prisoners that are in there who knew me, then knew me personally, not assumed about me, knew me personally, then they'd, he hasn't forgotten us. He's just making sure that we all know that he hasn't forgotten us. Wow. Yeah, well, I never hid my address or nothing. I don't live in fear of any of them coming to do anything bad to me, because I treated them all with love, kindness and respect. So, no, I don't have no fears like that. What's going on here is going on from the people I'm having to live amongst, not people they've judged and put in there. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. There's a little lesson for you on a Sunday, and this is a 1 hour 17-minute video while I'm letting my medication kick in before putting some food on. Pack's nice and stable, as you can hear. I'm still in my same clothes. I need to cleanse myself. So when I've had something to eat, I might put a bit of sport on, lay in the bath and watch it from the bath. And have a good old soak in the bath with a few Radox bubbles in it. Might do. But that would only be a mood manipulation thing, wouldn't it? Because, like, if your team loses, then it's like, fucking pisses you off for the day, don't it? Why would they want to piss you off on a Sunday? Right? Same as why would they, want to create mess for you inside your house on a Friday? It's all that no shit, isn't it? Like I said. I've thrown away the last of the contaminated food that had been defrosted. I didn't really fancy eating defrosted veg, so I just left it on the bedroom floor. Picked it up this morning because I was in so much discomfort from riding about on the scooter, where the taxis from sorting out the roads and pavements have not been paid on repairing said pavements and roads. So bang, bang, bang goes my fucking spine as I'm trying to safely manoeuvre, and it's like, oh, fuck's sake. By the time I got back last night, I was in so much fucking pain, it was like, I need that one skin out. I just need to detach from the pain. Well, I had all the distractions and the fucking jinn sorcery fucking work going on. And it was like, oh, look. I'm just going to have a bit of sport then, fucking zap the old fucking gins that he send against me. Each time I do it, he's making them feel it, because those gins are attached to them. Right, so each time I kill one, I'm killing them, aren't I? But it's because of what they're doing to me. Right, each time they send that sort of shit against me and I take action against it, then... Right, Marnie, what's triggered you now? What has triggered you while I'm talking about it? No, don't you dare go out there and walk in that. Come here. They did that to make the dog fucking react like that. So I'd have to get up, stop what I'm doing, and go and do it. It's manipulation. Right? The dogs are only territory marking the property to protect the human who's in the property. Right? Judge that, you cunts. Why you tell me I need my dogs taken off me in your negative comments? If you don't like it, don't fucking read them or watch the videos, isn't it? Dogs are well loved and well cared for. I don't care what breed they are. You ain't fucking having them. Sunak's been up trying to feed off the eggs. Now he's shitting his fucking frilly knickers because he knows someone's going to be feeding off his missus's eggs. Like, there you go. And so goes the cycle of life, isn't it? Right, I've got one bill I've got to sort out, but I'm not going to be sorting it out until after my children's birthdays. Because I've got obligations and those keep rising when we've got solar panels on the roof. Right. Very unseasonable weather we're having in the UK. Right. There's my council tax receipts. Kept my word on that, didn't I? Don't see why I fucking should though. It's causing me pain just to go into the city. That should be spent on the fucking road, shouldn't it? Oh no, that's right, because they've got to pay for a crime commissioner now, haven't they? To protect them and their system. Because people have wised up to it and saying, oh, fuck off. I'm fucking sick of this shit now. Greedy, corrupt cunts. So, got my stickers now. I don't need to keep the invoices for it. There's 2 lots of invoices now for the stickers. They didn't want to let me have the BOM ... stickers because the Germans didn't appreciate my humour, which was where it came from. Right? He says, poking his tongue out a little bit in, you know, in a comedy sort of way.
We will not allow it. Show us your papers.
What, you want to see the colour of my money? There you go, that's the only paperwork I'm keeping off the table, how to use the fucking still. Right. For herb infusing and brewing non-alcohol wine or spirits if I want to. The one Christmas card, yeah, I've already publicly thanked the person for it, who will have contact with the other relatives that are watching for flying monkey reasons. So I'm going to leave the paperwork for the still on the table. Make myself a nice cup of coffee now and start getting on with Sunday. Right, there's the insert of the medication. Telling you all about the fucking side effects of the medication. When really, It's just Mother's Little Helpers. Rebranded and called a different name. Now for Pam's just Valium, innit? Right. But it's a muscle relaxant as well. So I'm using it for that, not to keep my ADHD under control. Take the pressure off my spine. So it's not being abused. And that's the first one I've had for fucking weeks. Right, your dogs have had all your food and water this morning, haven't you? I've just had dates and a couple of pints of water. So I'm going to make myself a hot cup of coffee and start pottering about the kitchen. I don't feel hungry, but I'm going to be forcing the food down. Alright, so you have a lovely Sunday, folks. If you're struggling in life, don't struggle. Right, just be as happy as you can. If you need to talk about it and get it off your chest, then someone somewhere will see a video and think, okay, well, this is what I've learnt to do. So take this comment however you want to take it. If you see a negative comment that you don't like, you don't have to accept it. You can just say, well, with respect, go fuck yourself, you negative cunt. You know what I mean? Or you can just waste your time replying to the comment and saying, like, and then another negative comment to come back, and it's just, you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's what I'm watching today. I'm not watching films or anything. Might watch a bit of sport, might not. I've got to clean that up because of that I just caught. Right, because that's why they shut the curtain and caused that. But I was only talking about it, right? I don't. Here's another example for you in a redacted kind of way. Yeah, it's nice to have the eye candy on screen, but doesn't mean you're coveting the person, does it? Right. And yeah, I've got a nod back from Mr. Morris there, who said, well, yeah, bloke humour. I'll get your bloke humour, don't worry about that. We have a slightly different sense of humour over here, but we're all trying to find the truth out about life, aren't we? You're just being honest, mate. So you carry on. If I don't like it, I'll soon tell you. You know what I mean? They're questioning their setup out there the same as we are over here. But they've already had their tea party, haven't they? Right. I'm trying to step over it. Just going to get me flip-flops back on. They can always be washed off. Right, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I can see the observer's fucking window light on from here. So he can see me walking out there to do that. Yeah, well, he's up and about and he's fucking walking. Yeah, fucking. You know what I mean? Yeah, if we eat his benefits, then that'll fucking get rid of him, won't it? You know what I mean? Fuck off. You're the old fraud over there. Trying to do what you're doing. Trying to play your little manipulating bitch games. But that's what you get for living in an inbred village, isn't it? That's had its way for too long. Right. But in the Crown selective breeding programs, they're the ones that move the tenants and their what they assume is livestock, because parents have handed over their children through legal trickery, which is a birth certificate, to the state to feed off in return for money, to be allowed to participate in gaining wealth, which they then take off you. So how is that a fair system? It's not, is it? So, bit of calligraphy with dog piss. You see how I'm turning the negative into a positive here? Oh, it's calligraphy with dog piss and a mop. Oh, you dirty bastard. You can't fucking mock artwork. Right? Well, I could be on the beach letting the dog piss on the sand and then just sort of gently leaving no traces. Right? Right, so that's that dabbed up. The dogs will not be allowed to go back in the hallway now until I've got a chance to disinfect it. Hulkster is crept up where he wanted to be. Right? And he hasn't been told off now because he let himself out of the fucking crate because he wasn't in there being held prisoner, was he? You see what I'm saying? Oh, I just don't even like going in the fucking kitchen anymore. It's not how my standard of life is supposed to be. Could smell the mildew as soon as I open the door. No, I'm not going in there. But I'm going to focus on kitchen. Minutes left on that. Alright, well, I'm hungry. So, I've got one to go. Don't worry about all that shit in the sink. When I've got enough time to focus on it properly without getting distracted by all this fucking bullshit, I will do. So let's use the hot water to rinse it out before I clean the sink out. And do a little bit more pottering about in here. Yeah, when the landlords come round and judge me for it. Oh, the standard of your housing's poor. Well, that's right, because you fucking ain't invested in it. You've been trying to get me to fucking invest in it and then make me feel bad about fucking not being able to make ends meet to sort it out. So I'm having to live like a pig in shit at the moment, aren't I? Right? You did that, not me. Right, so I'm going to watch that one up by hand. Right, yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to clean it up in a bit. I'm getting through it all bit by bit. So, what do I need? Next time I go out, I need some bread. Got bacon in the fridge, got eggs. Need cheese. Got powdered milk. Right, so got plenty of dishwasher stuff. And rinse agent and deep clean stuff for the dishwasher to keep that clean. I've been using the deep clean stuff to thoroughly sterilise everything. Right, should I turn my light on and waste my electric? No. I only came in here to get the washing up liquid, didn't I? right, which is the same colour, funnily enough. As the dishwasher detergent. The free samples was nice. Yeah, what you get free with the machine. I did actually go and buy a bag of them. I've still got that to go through it. Yeah, because I was trying to show me what stuff goes through it. I've been using that to deep clean because the stuff's so heavily stained from not being able to do the washing up from the thing. It's needing all the different seasoning decaked off of it while I'm cleaning the dishwasher, because I'm not doing it regularly enough. I've got to get that sorted out, so that's still on my mind. I'll go and get that connector, but it's all a bit by bit thing. Each time I go out, it's bang 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 on my spine. And this is just my normal natural hyperactive state at the moment. Oh, that's nice and warm on top of that. Could be defrosting fucking food on top of that, couldn't I, on a plate? Right, so let's have a little bit of that in there. Right. Doing it at worktop height, aren't I? Do I feel embarrassed? No. No, not embarrassed at all. If I was a tramp, I'd have to live that way anyway, wouldn't I? Right. So that can be washed up in there as well. You can just let the temperature sit in there for a minute. You can wash that up with the same water as well. There's a bowl. There you go. It can all go in there together. Right. Just do it off the top of the washing machine, just so it gets done. First, I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee and sit down for a little bit and watch that video. That was interesting about the cannabis factory, the one I saw earlier. Very interesting. Poor man has to be licensed to, if you see what I'm saying. And then it's not organically done because it's all fucking nuked. And so why was I talking to the landlords about putting a red and grow grow light up there around the boiler area for putting my vegetables and herbs out in the garden if the growing seasons aren't happening properly. So I'm not even trying to hide anything. I don't need a license for it, do I? Don't need a license to grow my own food, do I? And herbs, whether it be medication or not. I don't need a license for that. You only need a license and that sort of thing. Yeah, I know. Don't get distracted by it though, Marnie. I'm having trouble getting over the barriers. Well, I'm having to manoeuvre around your dog piss and stop you pissing in certain areas, like near the scooter, which is electric. You soppy fucking dogs. But I love you. So don't get it twisted. Alright, let's leave these here. Have some lighting on the situation. Oh, hang on. Do I need to step back out there and fill the kettle up? Of course I do. So the only problem with the technology is on these scooters, the battery charger overheats. But they do send you a lead, a spare lead, But if you keep it in a cold place, on something cold, it can't overheat, can it? Correct? Just saying. That's common sense, isn't it? How do you dissipate heat? Put it in something, on something cold. Simple as that. That's enough for a coffee press, isn't it? I don't need more electric to run a coffee machine, do I? I don't buy Costa coffee because I'm not a brand name person. Oh, nearly slipped on that there. Oh. Yeah, there you go. This is what's happening. All right. So, I can take it slow and steady, can't I? I don't need to rush about, which was what I was trying to show my son. When I was trying to get to work, rather than fuck about with our nonsense. And I'm not saying that in a negative way either. I'm talking about nonsense of like, oh, come on, I'm trying to fucking work to keep the roof above your head here. Why you, come on, I shouldn't be having to teach you how to fucking walk. Can't you walk in the snow and the ice? Slow, steady, sure footsteps, son. Don't rush. And you won't slip over. Same as teaching you to walk when you was a child, isn't it? You've kind of forgotten that already. Why are you rushing about like a lunatic? Slow and steady. Concentrate. So I can concentrate. Alright. There we go, that's that lost out. Quick tap out. No, I haven't got round to cleaning out the fucking other half of the vac yet because so many distractions. Get the fuck away from my seat now. Move. Move. Don't you growl at me just for telling your brother what to do. Ah! Yes, I know what he wants. I want a cup of coffee. I'm struggling. I need the energy. So shut the fuck up, boy. Otherwise I'll be pissing myself, won't I? Right. Now sit the fuck down. You... Get the fuck off me. Does he want his treat now he's being good, does he? Does he? Didn't he get one earlier? Because he was being naughty. Right. Have you all been good boys and girls in here then? What, was I using my foot like a monkey? It's all got to be tidied up anyway, isn't it? If I can't fucking bend down because my back's hurting, then I'm going to use my toes to fucking pick it up and do it that way. Whatever way's the least painful way of doing it. If you see my point. Next time I go down there, I might invest in a coffee grinder. Then I've got 2 bags of coffee that I can use. And then I can give away the coffee machine. It'd do someone else a good turn, wouldn't it? Someone that ain't got time. Who can just say, well, that's okay, I can order a new fucking coffee pot, or I've got one in the cupboard. There you go. Thank you very much. Alright. A bit like what they're trying to manipulate me to do in this village, isn't it? By doing it. Yeah, once he notices it, he'll just throw it out. Really? Well, he hasn't, has he? Because he knew that's what you wanted him to do. Right. So someone that had their eye on my coffee machine from keeping an eye on my videos with the flying monkeys is fuming away there, thinking, oh, shut up, you can't say such things. Am I allowed to tell the truth? Then you shut up, basically, is the answer to that, isn't it? Right. 146. So I'm just going to have 3 scoops in it today. Alright. Don't need any more than that. I'm not having a full pot. Or am I? Yeah, I will. Move. Why do I want to turn round and trip over you, you fat cunt? Get over there. Move. Move. All of you. Move it. Tone of voice, not the language used. Energy projection. Doesn't need censoring, does it? Because you can't censor energy, can you, you fucking winkle? Zuckerbergerstein. Lovely English name, that, isn't it? Go ogle that. Oh, there's another joke. A bit of aspartame sweeteners, bit of snake poison. Thins the blood down a bit, doesn't it? One got crushed on the way out, did it? Steam get to it a bit, did it? So it's only letting me have that amount of sweeteners, right? But I don't feel you sweeteners. It's only chemical, it's not doing nothing to me, is it? It's not changing the soul, is it? Yeah, look, I can see it stuck in the bottom of it. There you go, get out. You can just flick the lid off and put them in a tub. Hence why the tub's there. If the plastic mechanism of the ticky-tacky, because remember, it's all about how you teach children, isn't it? Tic-tacs. Ticky-tackies. Little boxes. Go live in your little boxes. Right, ticky-tackies. Right, let's have a look out this window. What a glorious sight that is. If you could see the colours like I can see the colours. I'm not sure if you can. No, I'm not videoing the neighbours' houses, am I? There you go. What a lovely end to a day. Oh, look. Being watched was right. I'm filming the sky, mate. What are you looking at? He's filming us again. No, he ain't. He's filming the fucking sky. He's just fucking said it on his video, you can't. Stop wasting our time. Right? And there you have it. That's exactly what I've been saying, innit? Right? No, I'm not. I'm not getting swayed by it. You got a white t-shirt on, so so's the football team, mate. Doesn't mean I can enjoy it because you're putting an idea in my head, does it? Right? I can read. So I can check on the score. I can read the commentary if I want to, or I can watch it. It's not live, it's on a loop, isn't it? Right. So, now we know what the game is, we can shut the curtains. And yes, I did get caught short in here. I had enough time to get the kids' potty out the cupboard because I knew where it was. There you go. You want to be dirty old bastards, do you? You want to sniff around my children, do you? We'll get them for you, Graham. You want to sniff around my children, do you? There you go. Sniff that potty now. It's not smelling of fucking my children's scent or grandchildren's scent, is it? No, that's because he's worked out what you've been up to, you cunts. Threatened to sell one of them, didn't you? Into your pedo network. Right. Hey, Major. Dan Huntingdon. You soppy fucking nonce. Doing their bidding, was ya? Is that why they allowed you to be that person? Well, I can't possibly comment because I'm so grey, dull and boring. Right. But they had you over a barrel, didn't they? That's why you messed up another good man's career, wasn't it? Right. Told you I was helping you, bruv. Look at that sunset. Beautiful, isn't it? Don't you worry about a thing, bruv. I'm going to have a bit of Poundland and enjoy it. Right. Right. Don't need a mansion either, do I, bruv? Right. Shall we mock him, shall we? Shall we mock that fucking man on the piano? Shall we? I know the song was apparently written about something. Right. All the empathy in the world if that's a true story and that. But like I said, we don't all know the truth, do we? So we just enjoy and thank them for the music and all that. Ooh, there's another line for you. Right. Well, the blokes fuck about and sing away in a silly fashion while they're doing building work. Because it passes the time. And this is how we used to do it. I used to wind my kids up, threatening to go and sing Christmas carols at their school concerts. It's like, no, Dad, don't. It's only fucking about. You know what I mean? Can get the tones right if I want to, but why would I want to? It's about enjoying it, isn't it? So this is how we'd sing that line. Right, because I did it for the neighbour that was walking past, and she looked back as if to say, fucking hell, that's terrible. Right, so I put my hand up and waved at her. She was wearing her parka with the furry hood. Right. I went, all right now, only messing about. Right. Imagine troweling concrete fence posts on a table. Yeah. And we're just fucking about singing out of tune and all sorts of stuff, just to amuse ourselves while our bodies are going, oh crack, crunch, pop. And your mate comes up behind you and gives you a pinch up the back of the top of your leg. And it's like, fucking hell, I just fell in the fucking concrete table, you bastard. You know, we used to proper have a laugh doing that. You know what I mean? So I do look back on fond memories. But, yeah, they're always obscured by the negative ones, unfortunately. Which that's the real shame of life, isn't it? So, I tend not to dwell any longer. I'm just looking for the coffee white. Oh, there it is. That's about enough. That'll do 2 cups. Right. My best Matty impression from the old trowler that replaced the previous guy, who went on to start his own business up with his dad's legacy. And he's been doing very well with it. I think he's still in business, not sure. Yeah. Picture it, can't you? You can picture it in your head. It's your memories. Oh dear. Oh dear, I guess we've gone too far now. Just picture it. Right? Making fence posts on a... Right? And you think you're alone, but your mate's creeping about ready to catch you out to see if you're concentrating or not. If you knock that fucking cup over, I'm going to shout at you, Marnie, because it's going to go straight in the computer. So, yeah, for some reason, the old indicator lights are still acting up there for some reason. I'm not sure what they mean, but usually there's 3 lit up. Now there's only 2. But never mind. Probably a bit of dust in the fan or something like that. Got to work out how to sort that out. Probably just wants cleaning the tap out. Yeah, picture it, can't you? Troweling a table, and you're aware that your mate's walking about. Is he behind me? Isn't he behind me? Right? Yeah, my fucking ankles all fucking hurting and everything today. Shin bones hurting and everything. Right, so I'm aware they're there. And I'm like, just trying to happily get on. See if I can do the same as what they're doing. Like, And like, you think, right, well, I'm going to have a go at trailing that and hope they don't notice. And like, you give it a bit of a trail, and then you either get a pinch up the back of the leg. It's like, well, what are you doing? It's like, fuck off. And nearly jumped out my fucking skin. You know what I mean? So you got like another one who got headhunted after that. And he's doing exactly the same job because the boss had to replace the person that went off on his own. Right? So, I just noticed. Is that a mark on the glass? Yeah, it is a mark on the glass. I thought, fuck, another cracked glass there. Anyway, the guy that got headhunted, we used to think, like, fuck you, what a terrible voice, mate. But it was just to make everyone laugh. You know what I mean? So you picture it. Trailing concrete fence posts, 8-foot concrete fence posts, right? Guy's concreting away. You know, I'm doing the mixing on a big old mixer. Wheeling it over to him when I'm allowed to. Right? If not, he's having to do it all himself. Right? So he's trailing away, and then he bursts into song. Whatever song's on the radio. At the time, we was all listening to Radio 1 and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, which turned into Radio 2 as we got older in life anyway. So he's trailing away, and then he bursts into song. All right? You imagine Stay Another Day. All right? Just for example, it was anything Luther Vandross, all of them he'd sing exactly the same way. And it'd be shouted at the top of his voice in a tone-deaf manner. Right? The office workers, like, they'd either be laughing or like trying to concentrate, saying, I wish you'd shut up. Yeah. So I'm going to copy him, right? Just to make Bert laugh. Stay now! That sort of manner. Do you know what I mean? Deliberately, on purpose. Right? Because it was funnier than what we was hearing. Because we're doing the dog's work while, the artists are creating their magic and all that, for us to enjoy. So, like, while we're doing the dog work and the donkey work and all that sort of stuff, it's like, yeah, we're going to have a laugh with it. So we're getting through the day. You know what I mean? No disrespect to it all. But, that's what blokes do, isn't it? So, thanks for that, Bert, and I hope that gives you a laugh. Personally, I would have just gone down the station, mate. As soon as you noticed it on Dr. K, being live and all that, you knew it was happening there. So I would have got myself to the station and just started banging it out tone deaf at the top of your fucking voice. You know what I mean? In a comedy fashion. Because we all know you've still got that voice. That would be my advice to Bert, to say, yeah, that fucked you up, didn't it, Mortimer, you cunt? Where's our fucking money? You'd hear him arguing in front of all the public. Well, if you're going to sing it properly, blah, 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 blah. Bang, there you go. Right? Right? Better than punching him back in the face, isn't it? There you go, have that, you can't. Now you sing it. You sing it properly, bruv. If you want to. Not because other people are trying to force you to do it with all your issues and problems. You do it if you want to, mate. Right? And if you don't want to, don't. We support you anyway. So that's a 2-hour, 5-minute video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to call it Sunday. Just that. Alright. If you want to judge me for taking a, you know, yeah, I saw it. I'd already been looking at one myself, hadn't I? So, great minds think alike. We ain't too different, are we? Right. You're blessed with an ability, I'm blessed with a different ability, that's all it is. Right. That's how we all get along in life though, isn't it? That's how the tribes all get along. Right. So love to your family. Hope you and your daughter have a lovely Christmas, bruv. Really do. Along with the lovely Nikki. Alright. I would send some stuff down for you, bruv, but I know how you are with that sort of stuff, and I don't want people fucking with stuff that I'm sending down for you so they can manipulate it against you. So you have a lovely time, bruv. I've done it in spirit instead, haven't I? Alright, that goes for, and I am going to name drop now. That goes for Uncle Yammy, Mr. Argent, and all the other people that are trying to heal in life as well. You carry on. You just carry on. I ain't judging you. You just carry on. Love to you and your families. All right. Thank you for any knowledge and advice that you've given me to stop me making further mistakes in life, and more serious ones at that, because my patience has really been tested just lately. While I'm still in a grieving state, and well, you just know how I'm feeling about that. I just want to fucking. So when I see a bigger man than I that's able to control it, it's like, well, what fucking excuse have I got then? No, I'm not going to do it that way, because that's exactly what they want, to fucking put me back in there, to turn me into the kind of people that are trying to heal as well. Now, what, are they just trying to replace one set of people with another just to fucking keep it all going, so they can keep that fucking abusive cycle going? What the fuck are they all playing at? So, yeah, I'd say when everybody finally realises all that, and well, actually, this guy's come out with something here, and it's resonating. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But yeah, I could snip the end off of the cigarette, or just light the fucking thing, couldn't I? The same as I could just snip my own off because it's pissing me off. You know what I mean? Not because I want to change sex. It's like, well, if I ain't fucking got one, you can't fucking trace it, can you? You can't. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Got bigger problems to deal with than hissy fit fucking dramas of women's as well at the moment. And that's not me being sexist, misogynist, or a woman hater. That's just a lesson learned in life. Sick of getting hurt in life, isn't it? So yeah, I'm keeping the heat in to tweak out my electric and my heating. It's not a skull cap. It's not a Muslim hat. It's a hat under a hat, isn't it? But I take my hat off to everybody. Right, that's That's old school. That's manners and respect, yeah? So, I'm going to do a little bit of learning. Whether it's truthful or not, I don't know. That's for me to determine whether it resonates with me, isn't it? Yeah, the same as listening to anybody. All right, I'm just going to prop it up with me ice pick pipe tool that I've used for getting the last little bit of keef out of me metalwork, and that was enough once I posted about it online to get the blue bottle sniffing about, right? Because I was being public about what I was saying. Right, you dogs, bully bitches, get the fuck away from this bit. Move now. I don't want to shout at you. I know you only want to cuddle, so if you want to come up here and have a cuddle, come up here and have a cuddle. Don't lay beside the table, because you're going to knock the coffee over, aren't you? And then I'm really going to get angry because I really need the coffee. All right. It overrides the hyperactivity that's being caused by the Valium under a different name. That's a lesson that I learnt when I was young in life. When I was given Valium to control me. Because I was too much like my father. Someone couldn't control the energy and it like got her all depressed and blah blah blah, like like I'm being forced to go through to try and understand her situation. She lost in love, that's all it is, pure and simple. There's no need for all this wicked fucking bullshit that's being done to me and my father's family any longer. I've had enough of it and I'm not tolerating it no longer. So if you don't like it, don't fucking do it, innit? My birth mother. It was my free choice that I decided to stand with my dad's lovely wife and my sisters and turn my back on the evilness that's been done. So, you might say I'll read the advanced driving manual now rather than the training book that's been altered and messed about like all the other regulations and things in life used to control us. So I choose to follow that path now. We all go the same way home, as the Chaz and Dave song says. Right? And that's the truth of the matter. So why did they make sure my father died on a Sunday? So it would make me remember that every fucking Sunday for the rest of my life, and I would go to what building to try and find healing from that, which is what I refuse to do. Right? So if I change my name from my father's name, that's my father's legacy, so no, I won't. I am a hybrid. I do believe in what I'm reading is the truth. And I read the book as though I was feeling the book as though I was the person who couldn't read and write, who had it all put down on paper for us to learn from. So I felt it rather than read it, which is why it resonated me when I sought that healing. I was guided to it. I didn't buy it because of the price. It only cost me £1 to buy that book. I read it, and the man asked me when I went back and thanked him for that book. He said, "What did you think?" I said, "I felt like I was being told off like a naughty child at the beginning of the book, and then as the book went on, I was completely amazed. And my thirst for knowledge ever since that moment has been outstanding. That's all I can say. I can't get enough of knowledge absorbed into my brain now. And it's, so it has healed. It's healed the trauma and the damage of the previous book that I was forced to read to control me. So I'll give thanks for that book and the person that had that book. And how we got that knowledge. Alright? I don't want to add to that because it'd be wrong of me too, because I might get misunderstood, and but that's my honest, truthful opinion on that. That's why I've carried on with it. And when my eyes are tired from medication or whatever and I can't read, then I watch a video and listen to other people reading it, in amongst other stuff that I'm learning to fill my time in life. I'm not brainwashing myself though. I'm not reading it over and over and over and over and over again, because that is just brainwashing. If I remember a certain thing and I want to learn more deeply about that sort of thing, then I'll watch a video on that. That's it. That's the best way I can explain it to people, so there is no fear of that book. In no way have I seen anything that condones terrorism or anything else in that book. I've never seen anything in that book that says you must go and chop people's heads off or blow people up. I've never seen anything or read anything like that from that book. The other book, however, is full of genocide and survival of one tribe. That made that siren stop a bit sharpish, didn't it? So, yeah, a bit of a sniffly nose, but where's that sniffly nose come from, Willow? Where's that sniffly nose come from? Just as I'm drinking a hot coffee and your rear end's parked up against my hip. What are you sighing for, Marnie? Dog's life, is it, boy? Good boy, I'll let you out in the garden in a minute. You've done well today. You've proved how much piss and shit comes out of you dogs in the course of a day while I'm retraining you. Alright? You've done well today, dogs. So yeah, I will defend you with my life if they try and take you away. Same as I would with my children. Because you're innocent souls, the same as my children. And the same as everybody else and their children. It just takes a little bit of peace, love and understanding in life, innit? Rather than judging people. Alright, so you can see what I've learnt, innit? Right, I'm going to have a cigarette and then I'm going to put a lovely bit of duck. I did joke about it online. I've had a few Facebook complaints today about stuff that I've posted on my Facebook. People are free to go and have a look at that if they want to see what was complained about. But it's only those in the community in uniform that don't like it. Now they're waiting for this video to get put up so they can have a look in here and judge a bit further and around the neighbourhood. Wait for it. Just wait for it. I'm making you wait. Right. So.
Space Weatherman Stefan Burns here with a solar activity alert because there are multiple large-scale disturbances.
No copyright intended, Mr. Burns.
Some of them just recent, like this solar plasma filament that destabilized and this prominence eruption, in addition to a coronal mass.
Just putting this on the end of the video while watching the dogs acting up because of what's going on outside, so I'm creating a sound to distract the dogs. He spotted something, or he's noticed something. It's probably that fly that was struggling earlier. Oh, you sniffing my feet, are you? Go and clean your feet. Why? It's your fucking piss, wasn't it? Cheeky cunt. Go and lay down. Puppy boy. Oh no. Mrs. Blobby's coming. Don't start the girls off. Fuck off while I'm watching and having my cup of coffee. Thank you, Tinkle Bollocks. Or I'll put you up on top of a tree with a fucking stick up your butt. You little star, you. Because there wasn't really any significant flaring activity that occurred at this moment in time. There was a C-class flare, but they're not that powerful. They're lower in rating than M-class flares and X-class flares. They can still produce significant coronal mass ejections. It's not a one-to-one relationship between a solar flare strength and a coronal mass ejection, but there is a relationship. That said, a coronal mass ejection, No. Waste of time. Why would I want to wind myself up doing something like that? In a bloke humour sort of way. I'll have them sniffing round the carsy, won't I? Oh, did he just... Did he? What was that? We sensed it. What was that? No, he fucking can't be arsed. He notices when there's a slug trail or a shine to the old beanstalk. That's when he knows something's on it. Other than that, that does look like an interesting tool. Wouldn't last long, would it? So you could see how many knuckle joints are on there. So 3 on each side. And all you need is a good lady that you're married to do that, innit? What? Why do you need a bit of plastic? It's like sticking a rabbit in there, innit? So to speak. And then they don't have to use so much oil to make so much plastic, which doesn't rot. Right, so you can see my thinking on that. Whoa, now he's talking about the fucking oil trade. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, shut him up quick. Shut his internet down. Fuck about with him. Distract him. Oh, there we go. BBC News World, just to say that, oh, see, BBC content coming up. That ties you to that. Fuck off. It's on an advert, can't do nothing about it. They forced the adverts on us.
They looked at that chronograph imagery, and they also looked at the actual imagery of the sun in different angstrom wavelengths. Checked out that solar flare, and they think that this is headed our way. So they show that it's fairly slow propagation according to their calculations.
So I've got a couple of pouches of
will be on December 17th at 9 a.m. Universal Time.
unbelief.
Could even be late on the 16th, depending on your time zone. You see that spike
Probably end up giving one away
there.
and just making do with
This is along the ecliptic plane, according to their
a
calculations.
pouch.
Here we have south, here we have north. This is the Earth-Sun ecliptic plane, and we see
because
this
there's hard-working sons of mine that are on less benefits than I am, so not giving them money, am I? Yeah, here you go, there's a pouch of tobacco if you want to enjoy your Christmas while the girls are doing your reading. You know what I mean? Starve that drink, mate, man, it's killing you. I don't want to lose a son, so... But if that's what you choose to do and I can't stop it, then
this small full halo chromomass ejection launch out from the sun right here. See that
that's the way it's meant to be, isn't it? That's how you was taught, not by me, to be a man. You must be into cars, you must drink beer, you must do this. Right? Someone's misguided you. There's other ways of dealing with stress. You don't have to recycle your own piss. You can make your own, can't you? Gives you something to do with your time and keeps your mind off of those that are causing the stress. Right? That's how I'm guiding my children, right? Yeah, eat good food. You want to brew a bit of liquid up, brew a bit of liquid up. Don't run around like plastic gangsters, because you end up running into a real one day, and then you'll be very sorry. Especially if you're not an order follower and can't handle the stress. Right.
But this plasma filament, as we saw, effectively launched right from Earth direct.
If you like your rap music, oh good. Put that in words and when I've got the shed sorted out and the music equipment in there and mixing equipment and that, yeah. I've got friends that spit bars as well, so I spit bars over a beer and that and get creative, innit? That's what it's there for. That's why I'm doing it. You don't have to bitch and diss each other while you're doing it. Do something fucking brilliant. It's not about putting people down, it's about building them up, mate. Alright? And on that note, I'm going to end that because I want to watch this video and I'm talking all the way through it. So that's a 2.5 hour video. Right, have a lovely Sunday, folks. Enjoy your dinner. Don't forget to give thanks for whatever you have in life, and hope life goes well for you.
And so mark your calendars
All the
for that.
best. Sorry about
We're
the
ready
tone in
right
my
now
voice,
to
but I'm
begin
struggling with
the first
depression, alright?
application. We have a full
So,
room.
have a
Back
lovely
to
Sunday,
Zach,
folks.
just